Hi, all you hungry people out there. Welcome to Hungry Cat Daily with Nick and Lance, the podcast where we'll be recapping every Garfield comic from A to Z. I'm joined today with my co-host, Lance Skillstrap.
Hey, Nick.
Hey, Lance. How you doing?
Doing great.
Today is Memorial Day for all our hungry people out there.
It sure is.
Okay, let's get to the recap.
All right. Today we are looking at Tuesday, July 4th, 1978. And of course, we realize the coincidence of reviewing the 4th of July on Memorial Day. That wasn't intentional.
No, that's crazy, right?
Yeah, it's a fun accident.
So Garfield will be having a holiday, and so will we.
Yeah. Do you remember who starts?
No. You want me to?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Okay. Wow, I feel like this is a return to the classic orange gravestone Garfield that we used to see all the time, right?
Yeah, definitely looks like the big orange gravestone.
So we have Garfield sitting, and this is kind of odd. There's a lavender background and a purple ground. I think it's clearly not grass because it's purple.
Right.
But it does, the shadows kind of make it look like grass. But since we've seen so many of these comics, we know he's not outside.
Right.
And he's looking at a fishbowl, like a classic fishbowl, which I feel like you see fish tanks these days. You don't see a lot of fish bowls, but there's a colorful fish in there, with little air bubbles coming out from his mouth, which look very similar to the thought bubbles that Garfield has. So don't be confused. And Garfield has a sour look on his face, and he's saying, "I really shouldn't eat that fish, ... Yeah,
and then we move into a pretty disappointing second panel because it's the exact same panel as the first panel. The only difference is it looks like they drew the fish looking at us. Like it's turned its head slightly and is looking at us. Like he's trying to think of something that we could hear, but we don't understand the fish, so we don't get any kind of thought coming from him. But he kind of looks like, give me a break. He kind of has a look like that. Yep, that's pretty much it. There's no additional dialogue.
And the dialogue they had is gone. Not only is there no additional dialogue, but
right. They didn't leave the thought from before.
Garfield's eyes look a little different too, like a little less harsh.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like a modern cartoonist might literally just copy and paste that panel over, but I think he drew a whole new panel that looks exactly the same as the first panel, which is odd. Okay, moving on to panel 3. Oh, this is... I don't like this.
I don't like it either. I just saw it.
Garfield has now walked over to the fishbowl. He has a big grin on his face. He's sticking his arm into the bowl, attempting to grab the fish, who has scurried over to one edge of the fishbowl. And Garfield is thinking, call it an ethnic weakness.
I mean, I feel like even in the 70s, this should have been seen as a fucked up thing to say.
Yeah.
I mean, the term ethnic weakness, that shouldn't be on your mind, Jim Davis.
Yeah. I've never even heard that term. Have you?
No, but I'll bet it was an anti-Semite that came out with that term. I just feel like it's a real awful thing to say.
I mean, it's definitely like an anti-something.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the joke is that being a cat is an ethnicity, and that certain ethnicities have specific weaknesses.
Yeah. That does seem to be the joke. Okay, well, let's rate it.
Oh, I'm giving it a hard 0.
Yeah, I'll give this one a 0 too. It's our lowest ranked strip so far. Our lowest rated strip so far. So let's rank it.
I go dead last. It just seems like it should go dead last. Also, I want to back up and frame this as Garfield is maybe a alt-right guy. Like, he seems very neo-Nazi. He's even got that smug smile that, like, red, like, skinheads have. Like, I don't know. It's really a fucked up view of Garfield now. And I'm having a hard time not seeing him as a racist.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean the only way we can take solace here is that we know that a lot of things about Garfield change as the years go on.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully this is just an early experiment in Garfield that we can ignore the same way that we ignore that will someday ignore his tombstone like shape, you know?
Right. Oh boy. So we're putting this last, right?
Yeah. Oh, we forgot Gar firsts.
Uh-huh.
Well, yeah.
Well, Gar first for me, for sure. This is the first time I felt very uncomfortable reading a Garfield comic.
Yeah. I mean, there is kind of like an underlying body-shaming message of Garfield.
Right.
So
that's true.
That's like a different uncomfortable thing, but yeah, this is definitely another layer. Okay, well, thank you for listening or watching Hungry Cat Daily. Please rate, review, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts or wherever podcasts are found. Send us your Garfield memories or drawings in an email to hungrycatdaily@gmail.com. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at hungrycatdaily. Like our Facebook page at facebook.com/hungrycatdaily, where we post all of these videos every day of the week, and you can also find those on YouTube if you search for Hungry Cat Daily on YouTube. Until next time, stay hungry.
See you in the funny papers.